Right guys, this is going to be the final update for this truck for a while. The interior is finished, the doors are done. I'm quite proud of this, because I don't know if anybody noticed, but this puppy was full of holes. There's my parts of my old toaster grills. They're not exactly Ford grills, but you know what, once it's painted they're going to look good. They're just held in with a bit of tape at the moment. You can see all the holes that it used to have in. So that's the bonnet, or hood, should I say. Right, now a bit of a revelation with the back. This piece was actually holding the whole back end together, but now that I've finally finished all the filling and gluing, it's holding itself together. So I am going to cut these. I'm going to cut this down centre to make the barn doors that's on the back of an Excursion. I've got a little roof spoiler to go on the top. It's part of an old surround for a head unit for a car. The lights I'm going to have to make from scratch. Going to have to imagine those because I never trimmed them out, did I? They're supposed to be square shouldered on these. I may leave the lights as they are, use the originals, who knows yet. Right, so yes, I am definitely going to cut this down centre because I flushed the handle and that looks really good. And with it being structurally intact in the back now, I'm going to leave it alone. Right, so we are ready for paint, but there's a drawback. We're not quite ready for paint. I need to prime the back end. I need to make new panel for the back. I've still got this bit of filling to do on the top sides where the guttering is. It's not even. I need to sort that out. There's a little bit on the side, and then this body is done. Oh, there's a little bit here and there. Right, now the bumper. I don't know if I showed you in the last video, but I had a Toyota Tundra high lift that I got from Darren Dorian bumper, and yes, well, it's not anymore. It's now going to be the new bumper for that. Yes, I've extended it, stuck it to. That's the thing with having 3 of these. You've got spares of everything. I trimmed the bottom off the original bumper, cut it across there, and shortened it because these are like a lowrider sort of bumper on the back. I wanted it to look more original equipment, so it's not massively shorter, but it will be shorter. And then I'll just sort of cut that down a little to give it the angle it would have. What are you doing? What are you doing? You leave my ammo case alone, you little vandal. You've just been out for a poop, you don't need to do that again. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Dogs. They say dogs don't have a personality. Right, so yeah. The good news and bad news is I'm so very near to paint that I just need to do like a final primer coat to match the top coat. I think it will be black because I'm going with a metallic and I want it to be dark. But you know, when you're out in the shops and you see an impulse buy and, well, I spent my money on some new frames. I've got no money for this left now. I've no money for the paint. I spent it. Yeah. So I can get it, the primer coat finished. The last little bit of filling. It's took 2 of those large cans of filler primer. And I may need a third. She just had a drink now. She's dripping on me. She's old, and now when she drinks, she dribbles. Very kid. Yeah. Right, so that's where we're at with this. I don't think I showed you the underside, did I? On the last video. Yes. Don't know what that was. Right. My camera went for a moment. Right, now the chassis rails are now affixed to the truck bed, or the storage area. This one went as planned. This one did not. Now, I could get some more aluminium and make another one. This stuff is super, super rare. I work on the bins and recycling, and I brought this piece home from work, and it was about like 5 foot long, and it's literally just big enough. I cut, well, as you can see, it didn't go all the way to the back bumper like I intended. It was literally cut it in half. It was just long enough. Now, if I'd shortened it at the front, it probably would have met at the back, but I wanted some chassis legs sticking out the front to fix the bumper to, so that the bumper was a bit tougher than the bumpers on these are. Really weak affair. One little whack and bing, off it comes. I've broken and repaired the original bumpers for these several times. Dog's nudging me. So yeah, that's where we're at. The interior is pretty much done. I need to colour the centres of the seats red. I haven't decided whether I'm going to use, I've got some like faux leather, decided if I'm going to use that I'll just paint them with the same paint I used for that. Or even go with a nice contrasting colour. I need to recarpet the interior. Now that it's finished, I'm going to cover the whole thing front to back with, this is felt. I have some more of it. I've got plenty of it, so that's not a big deal. The dashboard is done. I'm not putting lights in this one. Then I've just literally these bits to fill and it's ready to paint. I'll have this bumper done by the end of this week. That'll be in some primer, just needs a little bit more filling and sanding. That turned out better than I could have hoped. I've actually forgot to fill the gap in the centre. I need to do that. It was, the original bumper was broken. I didn't realise until I cut it in half that the bottom half had broken, so it was in like 2 pieces. Yeah, so it's all coming along nicely. The next time you see this, it'll probably be finished, or at least painted. I've still got to get the damn axles now. Many people had asked me what was underneath it originally, and it was that Thunder Tiger Tomahawk Nitro 110 Nitro buggy was the original base for this. I just cut it in half and put a longer chassis in it. It was perfect except for the back wheels. They're not straight. They've got quite a huge toe in for grip, and gives immense grip, but looks stupid on a scale vehicle when the back wheels are pointing in like that. So yeah, right, anyway, that's 7.5 minutes. I've not done anything with anything else. So there we go. Right, thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, the next time you see this, all sanding will be done. The interior will be done. I may or may not have got the chassis sorted yet, because I've got links and drive shafts and the gearbox is not going underneath. There isn't space under there for it, like an SCX10. So it's going to have to go up in the front. So I need a transfer case for the middle. Well, I just spent all my money on my trainer, so that's foo bad, that, isn't it? Idiot. I've got some nice cool trainers though. So yeah, I feel good about myself. Right, so that's it for now. Yeah, so just a final recap before I go. I can't refit any of the doors or the hood until they're painted. So they're finished. I need to cut that in half. Oh yeah, I need to box this, put a box section on the top and cut it down the middle and box it there. I need to get some hinges. I'm going to use some doll's house hinges and fasten them there. Use 2 hinges like the original ones have. Then that'll work nicely. Because there is going to be no space for the battery if the gearbox is going up the front. So the battery is going to sit in the back. So if I sealed this off for rigidity, I don't put the battery. So that was the basis of that U-turn. I've not managed to work out what I'm doing with the internal panels on this yet, but yeah, that idea will come to me in a blaze of glory at 3 o'clock in the morning when I try to sleep, I'm sure. Yeah, and for anybody who's interested, I've been off work. I'm going back to work. It is Monday. I'll be going back to work tomorrow. So yeah, that's me. I don't have a lot of time for my RCs. I come home from work. The shift that my wife works, I go pick her up from work. So I've got roughly 2 hours a day. And it's just enough time to get started, to pack up and go out. So, because I've been off work, I've really cracked on with this. There's probably 6 months of work on this table right now if I hadn't been off work. So that 3 weeks I've been off work, I've used it, every bit of it, for this. wow. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully there'll be I'm not going to get any money now till September for my birthday, so there'll be no purchases for this anytime soon. So I'll just get the paint out of my own money, and because that's the cheapest part of this build, was the paint, to be honest. Right, anyway, so there we go. Thanks for watching, and hopefully there'll be more soon.